Welcome back to Impossibly Unremarkable, a podcast hosted by myself, Jonathan Butts, and my longtime friend, co-host, and truffle pig, Elliott.
Yep. And we're back today. It's another episode, and today we're just two hot, sweaty boys sitting in this sultry sauna of a basement, just sweating our asses off. And we're here to talk to you again today. Isn't that right?
That is right. I want to apologize. I tried something with the cadence of my delivery.
I didn't like that.
It didn't work.
I didn't like it. It threw me off. It made me feel weird.
We're approaching episode number 50, and I think that we should just stick with what works.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, don't fix it if it ain't broken.
That's true. No need to reinvent the wheel.
You don't need to make pigs fly if they don't have wings, you know?
Are you a deodorant guy or an antiperspirant guy?
Deodorant, I guess.
Interesting.
Aren't they kind of the same?
No. I don't know why I'm talking about this, but I ran out, or I needed to get more deodorant. I just call it deodorant, you know? Everyone calls it
right,
deodorant.
I feel like that's just a blanket term. It's like Kleenex.
And
except not really, because it's a company. Now, go on.
Emily was at the store. I'm like, hey, can you pick up, just some deodorant for me? She's like, okay, do you want deodorant or antiperspirant? I'm like, what? Oh. And she's like, they're separate things. I was like, I don't deodorant. I always get deodorant. And she's like, well, what brand? I'm like, I don't know, just whatever looks and smells nice. And so she comes back with this, I think it's called Everyman Jack, or just some generic name.
One of them. But
I try it. And so here's the timeline. I usually shower at night.
Yeah.
I shower at night.
You shower at night?
Yeah.
You don't shower in the morning?
I mean, it depends. It depends. I switch off. But in this particular day, I showered at night.
Nighttime.
Showered at nighttime. Get up in the morning, feeling, fairly fresh. Throw on another coat of this new deodorant.
Yeah.
Because you always do that.
What's the scent?
It's like sandalwood.
What the fuck is sandalwood? You smell like wood? You just walk around smelling like wood?
You don't know what sandalwood is?
Why are male scents like that?
They're baller.
The male scent of wood.
Well, normally I have
male deodorant, oil scented.
Yeah, normally I have charcoal and chutney.
Chutney?
Yeah.
Man, what the hell?
But I get to work, and this is embarrassing for me. I'd like to think that no one else noticed, but I'm like, something kind of smells a little off. Like halfway through the day, something smells off, and I don't move. I'd sit at a desk and do my job.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I smell awful. Oh. And it's this fucking it's just deodorant, and so I ended up finding an unopened or unused stick of my usual shit, which is Degree, and it's antiperspirant.
Degree Men.
Yeah.
Oh, so the deodorant didn't work for you.
It did not work for me.
You
not at all.
didn't smell like sandalwood? You just smelled like BO?
Yeah.
Interesting. Did you use enough?
Yes. I'm pretty generous, up and down.
But your body just overpowered it and just fought its way through the deodorant.
I just think I'm the body's trained to the antiperspirant, the switch off to it.
Okay.
I mean, it also could just be a really shitty brand. It might not.
Could just be the brand. What is the difference between antiperspirant and one just keeps you from sweating and the other is
so I'm assuming
more focused on the odor?
A deodorant deodorizes, whereas an antiperspirant is anti-sweat.
Right, but the anti-sweat, is sweat what makes you smell, or is it your body just smells like shit normally?
I mean, when you sweat and you got glands here.
Yeah.
And then it gets all stanky.
Yeah, see, I actually just don't wear deodorant or shower or clean myself in any way because I believe that my body can clean itself.
Can you imagine what life would have been like, hundreds of years ago when
everyone used to smell
showers?
Man. Did people use other stuff? Did they just rub up some leaves on them? Kind of hope to get some kind of scent. My
understanding, and this is, as with most things we say, take this with a grain of salt. We're not experts in really any field whatsoever. Not even the field that I work in, I'm what I consider myself an expert.
Sure.
But I feel like smelling good and using products, my understanding is that's a newer thing.
Yeah.
1900s new.
Right.
Whereas before it was everyone smells like shit and this is just the way it is.
I think people definitely smelt bad for far longer than they've been trying to smell good.
True.
But, I just let my body do its thing,
I mean, you look well kept.
Really?
Yeah.
Thanks, dude. I don't do any work on myself at all. I just let nature take its course. I just kind of just live my life, man. And
no exercise? You woke up like that?
Oh, yeah. I'm just naturally like this, too, which is nice because then you don't have to do anything. There's some people like that.
Yeah.
I've met a couple of them where they're like, oh, I don't really go to the gym or anything. I'm like, how is that possible? You're like a fit human,
Just the people blessed with, like that youthful metabolism.
I think they're just less evolved.
Less evolved?
Yeah, man.
You think we've evolved to need to exercise?
Yes.
I guess that might make sense.
Exactly.
That might make sense.
I think it does.
Because
before
earlier evolutions probably you had to be physical to survive.
Right. You didn't going to the gym is a new thing too.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Have you ever heard of the Roman gym?
No.
Look up
people in ancient Rome were going to the gym.
Look up Roman men in a gym, uncensored.
No, going to the gym's new. That's not a thing that humans used to do because they didn't have to because they would just be fit from trying to live.
But how'd they get ripped?
I don't think they did.
How'd they get
I don't think most people really did get
Picture
that
my washboard abs. How did other people get
How did people get to this? Because I know where I'm at right now, and I put in a lot of hours at the gym.
As an overweight person, I feel like I can say this, but what do you think? What do you think the first actual fat person? What do you think their life was like?
They were rich.
That's probably true.
No, see, that's the way it used to be. Is fit people were just poor. You're fit because you don't have any
malnourished.
Food. Yeah, right. You got those abs because you don't have food.
We call those ribs,
Right. You think Julius Caesar had a six-pack? No, man, that guy had a beer gut.
I feel like the busts always make him look.
Well, yeah, that's a bust. Of course they're going to do that. He's probably like, hey, you want to just make me look a little, make me look good.
I mean, not as much a thing nowadays, but what a symbol of status.
Right.
If I came into your house and you just had a bust of yourself, like a marble bust.
Dude, I would love to one day. If I had the means, if I was obscenely wealthy, I would 100% have a bust of myself. Why wouldn't I? Fully nude too.
Are there marble artists these days?
They're out there, I'm sure.
Can you commission it?
I bet you can. I bet it's super expensive though.
Can you come
It's
sit
probably
in my house and chisel out a rock for 40 hours, however long it takes?
I'm guessing there's a lot of there's multiple sessions. They come by for a few hours, chisel away.
Kind of like a tattoo.
Yeah, sort of like a tattoo, but it's a marble sculpture of you.
I'm gonna look
or whatever you want.
I'm gonna look into this.
Yeah, we should try to get maybe get a price on this because if it's feasible, I would love to split it with you.
If any of we pay,
do you think we could get both of us?
What if we did half your face, half my face?
Ooh.
It would look pretty weird.
Although, I feel maybe there's not as many good artists for busts. Because remember when they made that bust of Cristiano Ronaldo and how that ended up looking? If they couldn't get a good one for Cristiano Ronaldo, I don't know how we'd get a good one. We'd have to find the world's best marbleist.
Yeah, I don't know how you mess. And not to say it's an easy thing to accomplish. Working.
No,
with,
it's very difficult.
With
I'm sure.
Bronze working, whatever that statue is made of. But there's so much reference imagery of Ronaldo out there. You and I are nobodies. Right. So if someone took a crack at us, I would understand if it didn't look that great.
Okay, there's not that many pictures of me.
But Ronaldo was probably top 100, top 500 most famous people right now.
Yeah.
In the entire world. Most people know him for the most part.
Probably, yeah.
You got to be pretty bad.
How do you mess that up? That bust was pretty bad.
Fuck you. Whoever did that. Fuck you.
I'm sure they've heard enough, from their family and friends and everyone they've ever interacted with who knew.
Although that's one of my favorite genres is just really bad art. People who intend to do well.
Maybe that was just their interpretation of him.
I'm pretty sure there was a very old photo of Jesus, a very old painting of Jesus Christ that someone tried to restore.
Oh.
And it looked awful. It basically looked like they painted the Yeti.
Well, maybe that's what he looked like.
Well, I guess I wasn't around. I wouldn't be able to say one way or the other.
I mean, we were talking before, hygiene was tough back then, Maybe you just grew out all your hair. You just looked like a Yeti. You just looked like a Yeti.
But if you're living in the Middle East, I would assume you wouldn't want, total body covered in hair.
But maybe you do because of the sun. You don't want to get burnt.
but then you sweat a bunch.
Maybe.
You're hot.
And as we discussed, they don't have antiperspirant.
Well, you don't know what they were doing back then in the Middle East.
That's true. We don't know.
I don't know
enough. I'm not a historian. I don't know.
So what'd you do?
So what'd you do?
Let me get a little closer. What did you do in the last 2 weeks?
Dude, I don't remember.
Sweet.
I'm just kidding. No, this week so my wife went on a work trip again. I've been telling people that she just left me and I'm a single parent now. But the last couple of days I've been watching Wesley by myself. And I don't know how single parents do it. I really don't. Shout out to them. If you're a single parent out there, God bless you, because holy fuck. Like,
was it you fully solo?
Yeah, I didn't have any help.
You could have. I wouldn't have helped, but you could have asked.
No, I just wanted to do it. Just so I could tell people that I did it myself. It was actually pretty easy. I mean, it was like I just had to wake up, get him to daycare, and then, I'd go to work, and then I'd go pick him up and bring him home, and then we'd play for an hour, and then he'd go to sleep, and then do it all again.
I mean,
so it wasn't like that hard.
Props to this man right here.
Yeah,
for stepping up. Bonus points for being a dad who showed up.
Thanks, man. Thanks. Also, one thing though, like I feel like so many people think that men cannot take care of babies.
That was the joke I was making.
Absurd. No, but it's actually true. Like the amount of people where like if Megan's at a work thing and her coworkers are like, "Who's watching the baby?" It's like, my husband. And they're like, "Do you trust him to do that?" And it's like, "Yeah, of course." Like what what
a fucking weird culture
Or like I even get it.
Created.
Like, I told some people that I was solo dadding this week, and they were like, "I bet you have to call for backup, right?" And I was like, "No, I'm not calling for backup. I'm taking care of it myself." I don't get what the whole shtick is with this, society or whatever the fuck we live in,
If it makes you feel any better, when I first learned that Megan was, taking one of her 500 work trips that she takes in a year,
Yep.
I was like, Elliott's going to be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not even going to offer to help.
Thanks, man.
Like, if he called me, I wouldn't even answer because I know he could do it.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
And that's just trust. And that's just how good of a friend you are, man.
I blocked your phone number.
You did. And I tried to text you and I said, "Hey, man, like things are getting rough. I really kind of need someone. No one's answering and you're my emergency. I need you here." And it didn't go through. You had blocked me.
Well, that's how much faith I had in you and your ability to take care of the child that you helped.
And I understand that now. So now that you've unblocked me, I don't hold it against you. I just know that you were doing it in good faith because of how much confidence you have in my abilities to be the best fucking dad on the planet. That's right.
I do it from time to time. I'll just block somebody.
You just do that?
Like someone, not like a stranger or not someone I'm not on great terms with,
right?
But just like a family member or like Emily.
Yeah, no, I blocked my grandma for 6 months.
I like to try to remain aloof.
Yeah.
Like if you text me and I answer within 5 minutes, that's not very aloof. But
I'd say that's the opposite of
if
aloof.
you text or call me for several days in a row and you don't hear from me, aloof.
What? How will we know if something happens to you, like a bad thing, like if you were kidnapped or?
The person I didn't block would obviously be aware of that.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. I kind of have like a designated survivor situation going where I block everyone but one person.
Oh, so there's one person who can contact you,
but I don't tell them.
They don't know that they're the one person. They just have to figure it out.
Exactly.
That's good. Who is it? Is it weekly? Is it monthly? How often are you doing this? Every day?
It's weekly.
Who is it this week?
This week it would be my Uncle Greg. But we don't text, really ever. So
haven't seen him in 6 years, but
it's been a year.
Okay.
I also will. You know what a VPN is, right?
Yeah.
I'll use a VPN to spoof my location. Put it in Shanghai. Or like sometimes I'll just be like, put where I'm located just like in the Mississippi River.
Sometimes I just like put myself out like kind of where you'd hide a body or something. Like I just kind of like throw myself out in the woods or.
Yeah.
That's smart though, because then nobody can really keep track of you. Dude.
Yeah.
Like I should start doing that so people don't like know my whereabouts all the time.
The snap map, you're just like in the Atlantic Ocean.
Where the hell is he? It doesn't even say he's on a plane. He's just in the ocean. Is he good?
And I'll like make my Bitmoji Like make it look like decrepit and
Yeah, like dead.
dying.
Like can you do that?
You can.
You know what? That's the whole thing, man. We're too connected. Everyone knows where we are all the time.
That is
There is
a problem.
in all seriousness, a part of me that would love to just like, and obviously I can't do this because I have a family and a job and a life and all that. Whatever, you can't just like
whatever.
do stuff. But a part of me would love to just like get off the grid, like go live out in the middle, like on an island somewhere and like farm or something. I could be a farmer or something.
You good at farming?
I don't know. I could learn. I don't know what I'd grow. Maybe like kale. I'm going to go be a kale farmer out in like, where does kale grow?
Probably the ground, I would assume.
Yeah, but I mean like regionally, like.
I don't know.
West Coast?
Probably.
I'll just be off in the middle of nowhere and some like.
I don't know anything about it, but kale seems like one of those hardy.
Yeah, man.
Hardy
I'd love to
vegetables
just like
that would just
ditch
grow.
my phone and like stop wearing like name brand clothes. Just wear like just plain t-shirts and like off brand like cloth pants and no shoes and get rid of my phone, like I said, no internet, just live out in the middle of nowhere and just farm kale and just be off the grid. No one even knows I exist.
Realistically, how long do you think you can go without...
That's when I'll start my manifesto.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
How long do you think you can go without internet?
I feel like I could go pretty long. We go to the Boundary Waters every year for like 4 nights without internet or anything.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's pretty easy for me. Honestly, that amount of time is like enjoyable for me.
Yeah. No,
So
I'm with you there. I was
I would-
thinking more like long term. You know,
I think-
more than 5 days.
Okay, I could easily do a month.
You think you could easily do a month?
Well, like the only reason I couldn't is because like certain aspects of my life, like my job and stuff, require the internet. But if I could get away from those things for a month, I could do it easy.
Take a sabbatical.
How? Would it take another leave? That's what I should have done over paternity leave. Just like ditch my phone, take the baby, and just go out to our kale farm.
Kale can't be that profitable, can it?
I don't know. People eat kale, especially on the West Coast.
It's like the worst.
Come
one
on,
of the worst
fine.
vegetables.
Avocados.
That's a bit overdone.
Did you know that the native people or wherever they're in like Central America where they used to grow, or South America where they used to grow avocados, they used to call them what was translated to testicles because they grew in pairs and they looked like testicles.
I think you're thinking of pears.
No, avocados grow in pairs.
You just said they grow in pairs.
Yeah, they grow in pairs, as in
Pairs.
2 of them.
Grow in pairs.
Okay.
Damn, man, that story just made me so sleepy.
They called them testicles. They referred to them as testicles.
I had a pretty good joke, and it just, gone.
It's gone. You can't remember.
Into the stratosphere.
That's the worst.
Balls. I got it. Never mind. I can't back.
You're right. That is a good joke, man. I mean, anytime you can just throw balls in there, it's not a bad joke.
Thank you.
Usually gets the people giggling.
Thank you.
Yeah. What else have I been doing, dude? What do I even do with my life? Like, man,
You're an
I've just been
interesting-
playing a lot of guitar, man, and chilling with the baby, and that's really what my life is at this point.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people that have neither a guitar nor a baby. So
I've come to the point I really want to get an electric guitar.
I'm going to let you in on a secret.
Yeah.
You can just do that.
I know, but like they're so expensive, dude. I've been looking into it. I've been doing research on what ones I would want. I've kind of narrowed it down because I've been really into, as we've discussed, shoegaze music. And a lot of shoegaze artists typically would use the Fender Jazzmaster,
Of course.
or the Fender Jaguar. So I'm kind of looking at those ones because they're kind of cool.
What's the ballpark cost for those?
Like $800.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but it's $800.
I have a guitar, and I can make it electrified for you if you want.
How?
You just
Plug
hook
it
it up
into the wall?
Hook it up to a car battery.
No, yeah, perfect.
I would have
it
played
still-
that Weezer chord thing. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
All right.
What have you been doing? Or is the whole deodorant debacle just your whole
I mean,
deal right
that
now?
took up my week. No. Emily and I, made a mutual decision to. Previously, we were, going to get married next year, and we had a venue and everything lined up.
You're calling it off?
Yeah.
Thank God, I can't do another wedding.
That's why I couldn't. That's why I couldn't record last week. I wasn't in a bad spot.
That makes sense.
No, we were originally thinking 40 people or fewer for a wedding.
Right.
Like, we want it to be nice and intimate.
Sure.
And then we totally pivoted, but now we have a venue all but locked down.
Nice.
A brand new date.
Woo!
Have
you released the new date? Or is this...
I've told you.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can't remember that
I told
stuff.
Megan, so I'm assuming that
I don't know that stuff, man. I can't keep that up. I can't keep up.
I've told like a select few people, and then we want to tell everyone who would be going, just as soon as we have like the deposit in, because I don't want to be like, hey, we changed our date, and then something horrible goes,
right?
And then like we have to change
the venue
the date
catches
again.
fire. Or...
That would be tragic.
Yeah, you did show me pictures of the venue. It looks awesome. It looks sick.
Thank you.
It looks like incredible.
Thank you. It is highly rated on the Knot.
I love the Knot.
The Knot's all right. It could be better.
I like the Knot.
Are
you gonna make a website? Are you gonna like throw in your little like couple bio, how you met, your whole story? That's what everyone does. You have to.
I was gonna say I think we'll probably just do that, not because we need everyone to know about our story, because I feel like everyone who's going to the fucking wedding should have some idea.
You think they would know, right?
But just like a centralized place for information.
I just want to see how you'll write the story. We were.
It was a misty day.
We were at Walgreens.
The world was about to wake up to one of the largest terrorist attacks. Right.
You guys met on 9/11?
Well, you really can't talk about our relationship without fully understanding the circumstances of the time, a decade prior to us getting together.
Well, that's true. I mean, you guys wouldn't be the same people you are now without
whole
9/11.
Geopolitical thing, that.
I mean, that's why the theme of my wedding was 9/11. That's why we had 2 cakes.
One of these days, we're going to stop joking about that.
No, we're not. If you stop joking, people will forget. What else is going on with you? Is it just that you're into the wedding?
You know what I'm so excited for?
Yes.
You probably wouldn't understand because you eat healthy.
Well,
But right now, the Great Minnesota Get-Together is happening.
The fair?
The fair. Minnesota State Fair.
I still haven't gone. I've never been.
You've never been?
Never been to the fair.
Are you busy this Friday?
Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know. I'd have to check with my wife.
Because we're going.
Who's going?
Full force.
Full force.
Full force.
Who's going?
Ben and Kyle and their significant others.
Thanks for the invite. Cool. No, I don't want to go. You know what they say? If somebody invites you afterwards, you weren't a part of the original plan, so don't go.
You were not a part of the original plan.
So don't go.
I'll concede that.
If somebody gives you a late invite, don't go. They
do
didn't want
do
you
you
to
have
begin
someone
with.
to watch Wesley for Friday
He's
night?
independent. He stays home alone now.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, he doesn't. He's 4 months old. Don't leave your 4 months olds at home.
I've been seeing so many like TikTok reviews, people reviewing all the food they've eaten.
Oh yeah.
And it's just gotten me so hungry.
What kind of stuff?
What kind of stuff?
Yeah, what kind of stuff?
You're really asking me that.
Yeah, what kind of stuff? Like what are you looking forward to? Like what are the things on your list where you're like, I'm going to have this, I can't wait to try it?
Okay. So there was like a soft pretzel that was like stuffed with cheese curds.
Is that just a cheese pretzel?
Yeah, it is. I'm mostly looking forward to the Pronto Pup.
Okay. Are these all things you've had before?
No, not all things I've had
Okay.
before. But there's also like there's a lot of stuff that I haven't had before, but I also don't know about. So the things that I know in my brain that I need to get before I call it a day.
Yeah.
I need to get cheese curds.
Okay.
Whatever form
that's
that
standard.
takes.
That's a staple.
I need to get at least one Pronto Pup.
Okay, yeah.
You know what a Pronto Pup is?
Yeah, you've explained it to me before.
It's a corn dog with, instead of like cornmeal batter, it's like pancake batter.
That's right, yeah.
So
Pronto Pup.
It's superior to your standard corn dog.
Right, sure.
I've been seeing this beer garita, and I don't really like beer or margaritas, but I might, when in Rome.
Dude, I used to fuck with margaritas hard.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I used to love tequila.
I feel like I never had it. Really, the only margaritas I've had in my life are, do you remember that in Eau Claire?
Yeah, we would
At
get
El Pat?
the $5 margarita buckets.
Those were gross.
They were full of alcohol, so they slapped hard.
So that's really my only experience with it. But I might try a Burgerita.
Yeah, why not?
There's like a hot chicken on a stick. That looks pretty good.
Hot chicken on a stick. That sounds good.
Apparently, there's a very long wait for this specific donut, and it looks like just like a regular ass donut. But everyone that I've seen has rated it very, very, very highly.
Well, it must be good.
There was this like hummus bowl that I don't really like eat hummus, but when I saw that, I'm like, Elliott would probably eat this disgusting shit.
Hummus is good, dude.
No,
Don't sleep on hummus, man.
I've never had hummus, man.
Hummus is good, dude.
I just imagine it doesn't.
Hummus is good, dude.
Hummus is here. I'm here. We're parallel
Just
to each other.
two ships passing in the night.
Yeah.
You and hummus.
But I'm gonna pig out. Like I ate a lot last year. This year I'm gonna take it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
I'm talking.
This guy's
like
gonna get diabetes.
puking on people, so that I can save room. Oh, also the $1 cheeseburger.
$1 cheeseburger. What's so great about the $1 cheeseburger?
See,
just the price point?
Well, yeah, that's what caught my eye. It's like a $1 burger.
That's true. You can't really find a $1 burger
are you
around.
kidding me?
Like anymore. Like, have you seen McDonald's prices?
What I've been thinking
Do
is
they even have the dollar menu
I was
anymore?
gonna get a burlap sack. No, they don't. I think they have a $1 menu, but it's like dollar increments.
Yeah,
and I think
it's
it starts,
crazy, man. What the hell has this country come to?
I know.
You can't get a $1 cheeseburger anywhere except the fair.
I feel like Taco Bell might be the last bastion of like decent pricing.
Yeah, maybe. Even there, man. Jeez.
Everything's so expensive. But I'm thinking I get a burlap sack, right?
Yeah.
Burlap sack.
It has to be burlap.
Order a bunch of burgers, protein, cheese,
meat. The meat.
more protein,
Yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit. Yeah, there isn't cheese.
Some carbs. Everyone eats carbs.
Yeah,
in the bread.
for sure.
Get a bunch of them, put them in my sack, take them home, and then just freeze a bunch of them. Boom.
I would love that because then I would want to try one.
Tell me somewhere else that you can get 50 burgers for
That's true.
$50.
You take a Ulysses S. Grant over to the fair, you walk away with 50 burgers, dude. You can't do that anywhere else in this fucking country. Only the fair. You can walk around with a burlap sack full of 50 burgers.
I had fried lobster on a stick last.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Last
that
year.
sounds
I think
amazing.
I might do that again.
What haven't they like tried to make? Do you think? Like, I mean, I feel like where is the innovation? What areas are yet to be explored in fair food? I feel like they've covered everything.
They need to get more exotic.
Yeah. Eel.
Dog.
No. Whoa.
Just kidding. I would never do
Man,
that.
that's not cool.
I would never eat dog.
Okay.
I would rather be eaten by a dog.
Yeah, me too.
That's how committed
Would you
I am.
rather eat dog or be eaten by a dog? That's a good question.
Leading us to our question of the day. No. I would rather be eaten by a dog.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't want to die though. It's basically, do you want to die or eat dog?
That is the question.
I
Something
guess-
so beautiful.
Was it
about
someone's dog or is this like a stray dog?
Yeah, it's someone's dog.
Whose dog?
You don't know until afterwards, but it's someone you know.
It's actually the president's dog. It's the first dog.
No, it's someone in your social circle.
Oh,
And then you
it's
find
one-
about it on the Instagram
But it can't be
post.
my dog?
It's not your dog, but you
Okay.
find about it
Yeah, I'd eat it.
after the fact on Instagram.
Yeah, I'd probably eat it.
Whenever someone's posted like Bartleby was with our family for 15 years and he just vanished.
We don't know what happened to Barney. He's gone. He ran away.
Not to joke, but if you ever did anything to my dog,
Well, if I'm going to die.
no. Let me finish. If you ever did something to my dog,
Yeah,
my dogs, Joey or Diesel,
sure.
I'd fucking kill you.
Really?
I might.
So
Probably not.
eating them would end up killing me anyways.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's not a lot that I'll get violent for. You know, I talk a mean game, but everyone knows that I'm a big softy.
Yeah, you're not a big violent guy.
I'm a big softy. I don't really like violence just because most of it's not even that like I want to be a good person, but I know that I would lose pretty much every fight I'm in. So it's probably better for me to just
Yeah.
not
Just
be
be a
violent.
little more passive just because, like...
But when I think about you hurting my dogs, when I think about you, and that fucking face of yours
Uh-huh.
makes me so riled up.
Oh, man.
Makes me want to spank you. That's
Oh, that's not what I had in mind when you said riled up, but okay. Sure.
all right. We got about 2 minutes left.
we gotta really move this along here, really get the next segments done.
Do you have any recommendations?
Recommendation of the week. Yeah.
What if like these gestures I'm doing, I was like shooting lightning?
Dude, that would be awesome, man. If you could shoot lightning and you never told me until now, I'd be pissed.
No, I was thinking of like in post.
Oh.
If you do VFX and you work for free,
editor.
you work for free, please let us know.
It will pay you less than minimum wage.
That is true. $5.
Could be worth it.
Here's what we'll guarantee. We'll pay you $5 incrementally just at random times when it's
just we'll
time
Venmo
allows.
you of like certain times $5. Not really committing to a certain like pay period or timeline of
no
when that would
timeline
happen.
whatsoever.
But we would Venmo you $5 at some point. So if you want to edit this podcast, it'd be great. Rec of the week. I've been watching Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Have you been watching Hard Knocks?
No.
Do you know what Hard Knocks is?
I think it's a football documentary.
It's football.
Does it have Johnny Manziel in it?
What?
Is he the focus?
There is a Manziel doc that's out that I haven't seen yet.
Okay.
I do want to watch that. But Hard Knocks, they do it every year. And every year they pick like a different team. And then they follow that team through preseason up until the regular season starts. So you get to see the whole process of training camp and like cuts and, preseason games, all that kind of stuff. So it kind of gives you an insight to the team and their chemistry. And they usually pick different players to be like these like characters you're following, right? And you get attached to them and they feel like they're cool people that you like or whatever. This year, the team they chose, or that was kind of forced to do it because no team really wanted to do it, is the New York Jets.
Really?
And it's awesome because Aaron Rodgers is now on the New York Jets. And I like Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Yes. I like Aaron Rodgers. I know. He's anti-vax, whatever. He's a North Cal hippie, man. Of course he's anti-vax. Anyways, he's cool. He's calm. He's chill. And he's competitive as fuck. He's awesome. I like Aaron Rodgers now. He's also really crazy and it's hilarious. Like there was one scene where he got like made fun of on the internet for like wearing wired headphones instead of like AirPods. And then there was a scene where he's talking to like Zach Wilson, who's the backup quarterback now. And Zach Wilson was like, "Man, why don't you just get AirPods? Like whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, why don't I just let those some type of waves from the Bluetooth like hurt my brain or whatever." He's like, I'll stick to my my wired headphones.
Was he like completely genuine?
He was 100% serious. And this is why I love Aaron Rodgers, because what the hell is he talking about?
Does he know how sound travels?
I don't know.
Okay, no one tell him.
But anyways, besides Aaron Rodgers, it's actually awesome. So like they'll follow characters, like their whole defensive line is fun. Like they talk about like going to plays in New York and they make a charcuterie board at one point. It's super fun. They're all like fun characters and they'll follow like underdogs. It's really cool. And also football is back next week and I'm just stoked for it. So it's just getting me pumped. Week 1 starts Thursday night. Lions are playing the Chiefs in Kansas City. The Lions are about to get smoked, but I'll be rooting for them. It's going to be awesome. Football's back.
We're playing the Buccos.
We're playing the Buccos on Sunday. Baker Mayfield and the Buccos.
That's a easy dub, right?
It should be, but, it's week 1, man. Week 1, weird stuff happens on week 1,
I saw a preseason ranking putting us at 17th.
Of what? Of the ranking? 17th?
Out of all the teams. It was like a power ranking.
I see why they would do that.
The Lions were
but
way
they're
ahead
wrong.
of us. The Lions. You yourself were saying that we're going to have a dog shit year.
I don't think we're going to have a dog shit
He was like,
year.
JJ's busted.
No.
Kirko is a goofball. You said that.
He's a goofball.
He is a goofball. I like, granted I haven't been around football very long, but I like how much he's leaning into the weird energy.
Dude, that fucking stash he had. He had like that Fu Manchu or like
handlebar.
Handlebar. It was a handlebar. It was a full handlebar. He was looking like Hulk Hogan. Kirk Hogan. He was looking awesome.
He looks terrible, but also really good.
I'm so excited for football. So Rec of the Week is Hard Knocks. The other one, I have another one too. Me and Megan have been watching this show called Servant on, I think it's on Apple. I can't keep track. It's on Apple, I think.
I think it is on Apple.
Servant is like this show. It's sort of like, it's made by, who's the guy who made The Sixth Sense?
Oh.
I should know his name.
That little boy is in it.
Yeah. Whatever, you know who he is. That guy. The guy who just known for twists and shit. Why can't I think of his name?
Bruce Willis is in it.
Yes, Bruce Willis is in The Sixth Sense. You're right. I gotta look up this director's name.
And the twist is that at the end is you find out that it was Bruce Willis.
Yeah, that's the twist. That is.
Was it Haley Joel Osment? I think he was
right.
the little boy.
Yep.
I've never seen The Sixth
M. Night
Sense.
Shyamalan. M. Night Shyamalan.
Duh.
It's made by M. Night Shyamalan. Anyways, this show is about this couple. They have a baby. The baby passed away within like the first few weeks of birth. So this lady had like a mental breakdown. But then the creepy part is, so to sort of like help her through this tough time, now they still have a baby, but it's a doll. So then they take care of this doll as their baby. But then where the story really kicks off is they hire this nanny, essentially.
A servant.
A nanny to come watch the baby. But once the nanny gets there, there's a real baby now.
Why would you spoil that, like, immediately?
Well, because it's like in the first episode.
And I didn't know that. And now I know that.
It's the whole premise of the show.
Now I know that this couple has a traumatic experience. This is just like a really dark genre for you to be.
It is a dark show.
To be watching.
And it's awesome. And some of the dialogue is really bad, I think. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I gotta find out what the hell is going on.
Is Haley Joel Osment on it?
No, he's not.
Why not?
Because he's just cast in every single M. Night Shyamalan movie of all time.
He acts still?
Yeah, I know he does. He was in stuff. Yeah, so it's a good show.
Got
and
a regular old IMDb.com over here.
Weird stuff of like this nanny's not who she said she is, and like how did the real baby get here? Whose baby is it? Was it the doll turned into a baby? What's going on? And apparently there's supposed to be some kind of twist at some point, so I got to figure that out.
Well, you heard it from him. Watch Servant on Apple TV.
Watch Hard Knocks.
Even though he just spoiled all of it.
That's literally like you find all that out in like the first episode or two.
The entire fucking thing just ruined.
Yeah, I ruined it. Don't watch it.
What are we even doing here?
Yeah, what are we doing here?
Question of the day. This is brought to you by my lovely fiance.
Oh, cool.
It's a good question, and if you hate this question, she's going to be upset. So you better like it. You better love it. All right. Picture in your mind. You have now lost the ability to watch TV shows or movies. Name one from each of these categories, a movie and a television show, that you would feel the most regret having never been able to see before.
Oh. There's categories?
TVs and movies.
Oh, one TV show, one movie that
you've never seen, that you would feel the most regret for having never been able to see it.
Having never seen?
Knowing that you will never be able to watch it.
Oh, man. I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Do you feel regret over that?
No, but I feel like if I lost the option.
Game of Thrones is awesome in that the first few seasons are some of like the highest quality television around.
My thing with Game of Thrones,
there's just no payoff.
It's so long, and now that I know that it ends horribly, why would I waste my fucking time? I'm not gonna do that. No.
Being long has never been a problem for me.
It's just like each episode's like 45 minutes to an hour.
That's awesome.
And there's how many episodes, man? I can't do this.
10 per season.
Yeah, man.
It's
10 hours.
Until the final few seasons.
It's 80 hours. You know what I could do with 80 hours?
Watch another show? I mean, here's the thing. You probably have watched, like in your lifetime, you probably could have watched Game of Thrones 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 times over.
Yeah, probably.
So what are we doing?
Not watching Game of Thrones.
But you don't really seem beaten up by it. You know?
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
Here would be my movie pick.
Okay. Yeah, hit me with it.
The Everything, Everywhere, All at Once film.
You haven't seen that?
Exactly.
It's okay. I feel like it was overhyped, personally.
So
it's good. It's really good.
I didn't watch it when everyone was talking about it. And that wasn't like trying to be, cool,
Yeah.
I'm different. But now too much time has passed that like if I did watch it,
yeah,
everyone would be like, We all saw that.
Yeah,
3
everyone's
years
seen
ago.
it, man. Shut the hell up.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Just watch it and don't say anything.
It's true, but I think
Keep it to yourself.
I think I would feel pretty big regret having never seen it.
I feel like I'd be really regretful to not see Paddington 2.
You know, as I was driving over here, I was thinking about my answer. Paddington 2 came up.
Really?
Though I've seen many clips of it, so.
I haven't.
Really?
I only know there's like a little bear in it. Is that what it is?
Paddington is a bear.
I don't know anything about it. I just know that it got like 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I never watched it. And I kind of know what the fuck that bear is up to, dude.
Couldn't it just take one angry reviewer to ruin that score?
You'd think. But if there's no angry reviewers, it must be one of the best movies of all time.
There's a clip in which he makes marmalade.
Really?
It's very interesting.
Cool. Nice. Sick. Paddington 2, for sure. I've never seen The Godfather.
That is also on my list.
But, to be fair, I also don't like those types of movies.
Ben always says it's overrated, I think.
I just feel like I should have seen it by now, but I just don't have any interest in it because I'm just like, I don't know, mob people? Who cares? They're all like, hey, you come to me with your request. I'm gonna
see. I do like crime dramas, and I like the mob. So I think my answer for TV show would probably be The Sopranos.
Okay.
Have you seen The Sopranos?
I've watched some of The Sopranos. Yeah.
You just didn't finish it?
No.
You profess to not have any time, but yet you spend a lot of time raising your child.
As I should. As I should. Dad of the Year. Thank you.
Dad of the Year.
Nominations have gone out, and
this guy takes care of his child.
I got nominated. I did.
Not a lot of dads will do that.
Yeah.
What a dumb stigma.
Maybe
there's some truth to it. You know, there's probably some good truth to it.
That's because there's been so many bad dads that it's ruined it for all the good dads.
Yeah. Looking at you.
Who?
I was just gonna pick one of our friends and say their dad's name, but I don't want to do that. I feel like all the dads that I know are great.
Sure.
Been blessed to be surrounded by such quality fathers.
Quality fathers.
You included, bucko.
Thanks, dude.
Big old sack of shit.
I'm trying to think what other shows or movies I'd want to see or feel regretful for not seeing. I don't think I ever finished Schindler's List. It was like gonna be 3 hours of just like Nazis killing Jews, and I just didn't want to do it.
It's not a joke. You didn't finish it?
I don't think so.
But you started it.
I've seen some of it, yeah.
That's more than I've got.
There's like this scene where some dude's like sitting up in like a high up spot. He's like a Nazi officer, and he just gets his gun out, and he just like, gets one. Horrible scene. Horrible. I didn't want to watch it. It was too much.
That's fair. You don't have the cojones to stomach that.
Yeah, so I guess I kind of regret not finishing Schindler's List. Boy in the Striped Pajamas. Just kidding, I've seen it.
All right, we're going to move on.
No. We've got some good things. Yeah, let's go to Bizarre News. Final answer, I'm going to say Paddington 2 and Game of Thrones.
We should watch Game of Thrones.
Okay. I'll watch it with you.
You come over once a week, and 2.5 years later, we're done.
That's all it would take.
Do you know anything about it? Have you seen clips? Anything?
Yeah, like what's his name? The Sean Bean is in it.
He is in it
for the first season.
Yeah,
and he dies or something.
Bro, I never finished.
He dies, right? Yeah. Okay, Bizarre News. Bizarre News.
I think this is going to involve an animal. Like a silly animal.
Sort of.
Okay.
I have two.
Both will involve a silly animal.
I like silly animals. Leave me alone.
Or something silly spilling out onto a highway.
No, I try to avoid those because those are really funny, but there's just so many of them. I swear to God, I check every week, and there's always one there.
Yeah.
There's always an instance of something weird spilling out onto the highway somewhere. What is going on? Anyways. Bizarre News. Monster hunters are conducting the largest search of Loch Ness in more than 50 years. Have you heard about this?
I did.
Yeah.
And I saw the conclusion.
Oh, I didn't see
We got him. Put up the banner.
Yeah, so basically it's just a bunch of scientists and volunteers, and they're conducting a big search of Loch Ness again in hopes to find the Loch Ness Monster. They're using different technology. They got like drones with like infrared to scan the lake and see if they can see anything. And I didn't actually check to see what the conclusion of this is. Did you know?
They found it.
No, they didn't. So this was
no,
like last
swear to
week
God,
or something.
they found it. They found Amelia Earhart's plane. They found JFK.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he was lost.
Tupac.
Tupac was in there? Mm-hmm. What is it in Loch Ness?
They did not... I didn't find My Will to Live. I didn't find it in there.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they didn't find anything because I feel like I would have heard about that by now.
You know how, like, earth-shattering that news
That
would be?
insane.
Hey, yo, we found a big fucking monster at the bottom of this lake.
We found a fucking monster, dude.
Here's the thing. I think cool that they're doing that. Obviously, we know the answer, but I would prefer, like, mystery. Like, I don't want to hear that it's not there. Unless they're saying we just didn't have the technology to find it.
Well, that's bullshit. Because, like, if we don't have the technology now to find something in a lake... Like, what the fuck? Like, of course we're never going to find... There's no monster in that lake, I can guarantee you.
It's true.
I don't think there's a monster in there. I don't think there ever was. A lot of those instances of sightings of Nessie have been hoaxes, admittedly so, and a lot of them just look just not impressive enough to feel like a genuine sighting of anything. And I feel like that's one, like, monster or cryptid or whatever you want to call it that I've never believed in. Never thought it was remotely possible. It just seems so silly.
It's a finite area, you know?
Yeah, like it's a big lake.
It's
and
not
it's
like,
super deep.
I believe in this cryptid that is in like the North American woods. You know, that's
right.
A lot of ground to cover.
A lot of ground. Like Bigfoot, maybe. I say is more believable than the Loch Ness Monster.
Absolutely.
For sure. And I can't believe that they are dedicating enough resources to this, that this is even news. And I can't believe there's still people who believe in this. This is crazy.
I mean, it's probably like... There's probably like a intersection between people who like refuse to believe the Earth is not flat and the people that would
the Earth is not flat?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Earth is... Refuse to believe the Earth is not... What am I trying to say?
You're trying to say there's a correlation between flat earthers and Nessie believers?
If there's a Venn diagram,
sure.
There's some people that will say...
There's some crossover.
I reject the evidence that there's no evidence of the Loch Ness Monster. There's, you know...
I think people just like to be contrary or just like to have certain beliefs that are different from other people.
That's true.
Just for the sake of having them.
That's true.
Just to be different. And, you know, that's your prerogative. I feel like you were allowed to do that. But, yeah, Nessie's bullshit. It's not there. And don't think they found it. And can't believe they were using drones for that. I mean, there's so many cooler things you could do with drones.
You know, we never talked about, which is crazy we didn't talk about it.
Huh.
The supposed testimony before Congress that aliens are real. We didn't, we just completely missed that.
But that was one guy, right?
It was a couple
one
people.
dude.
There's a couple people.
Was there a couple?
I'm still skeptic because when I read like former intelligence officer or whatever, like former meaning they're kind of, you know, unless they're trying to stay in intelligence work, they're kind of like don't really have any reason to maintain their credibility, you know?
Right.
Person you've never heard of working in intelligence insists that, you know, there's a chupacabra under every bed. You know, like, am I supposed to, he worked in intelligence previously.
It's credible, of course.
No, I
don't know.
I think everyone's going to just, and here's the thing. I was talking about it with a coworker and they're like, well, they're doing it under oath. I'm like, how do you fucking disprove that?
Yeah.
Like, how do you, they're aliens. No, they're not. Okay. You know,
it's like, I think so.
I think so. My eyes told me that there are aliens. I swear. And if, like, the government did secretly have, you know, UFO remains or something, it's not like they would come out and be like, "Yes, he's right."
I wish they would.
That would be cool.
To be clear, I believe that there are aliens. I believe they're probably here somewhere. But do I think this guy knows what's up? No.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But yeah, you're right. We should have talked about that.
Do you remember? Do you watch the movies with the Nick
I've
Cage?
seen the movies.
Nick Cage, National Treasure.
National Treasure.
I think it's in the second one where they like actually talk with a president, and that president.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's one of them, but there's like a reference of a book within the Library of Congress that's only accessible to presidents.
Yeah, I think that's the first one.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Or maybe it's the second one. I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. But it contains all of the secrets from all the presidents.
I remember.
I don't think that exists.
I think it is. I think it does.
There's no way.
They keep it in a book. It's like this old dusty book they'd like take out, and it's got every it's like pages and pages of secrets.
It's just a diary.
What if they need to add a secret, you know?
It's just a diary. Day 15 of my presidency, I beat off on the Oval Office desk.
You George Bush right now?
Is that pretty good?
That was really good. I knew it was.
Thanks, man. I can sometimes just conjure the voice for Bush.
Can you do Kennedy?
Kennedy? No, not really.
Can you do Clinton?
Clinton? No, I can't.
I did not have sex with that woman.
I feel like I haven't heard him talk enough.
It's just like a diary. I got a blowjob in the Oval Office today.
I got top in the Oval Office.
Don't tell Hillary.
I spilled barbecue sauce on my pants in a briefing. I just lost it. I had him.
Yeah, you kind of had it. You kind of had it. Your George Bush is good though.
Thank you.
Wait, do it one more time. I want to hear one more time. Come on, one more.
I don't know.
Come on, please.
Give me something to say.
I don't know. You got it. Come on.
I can't do it. Nah,
come on.
It only comes out. It rears its ugly head when the time allows.
Obama.
No.
Let me be clear.
There's he's kind of like a pilot in that way, you know? Pilots?
Yeah, kind of. He kind of does talk like a pilot.
Got a win coming out of the.
If he hasn't considered it, he should try to get his pilot's license.
He would be great.
We're gonna see some turbulence coming up here soon.
I'm surprised you don't have your pilot's license.
Why?
You just seem like someone who would just go get your private pilot's license.
I look like someone who would do that.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. I still got time.
You do have plenty.
Not enough time for Game of Thrones, but I could probably get a pilot's license.
Yeah, that's only a lot of money.
Probably about the same amount of time actually watching Game of Thrones or getting a pilot's license.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do the other story.
Yes.
All right. This one comes from the land down under. Down under.
A kangaroo beat the shit out of a family of 4.
A wild dingo. I don't know.
Don't make dingo ate my baby jokes.
I wasn't going to say
because that was real.
Yeah.
And Ben, who listens to this podcast, will take offense.
You're right. I don't want to offend anyone who knows or is affiliated with anybody who's been assaulted by a dingo.
Yeah, if you know anyone or are affiliated with anyone who's affiliated with dingoes.
Neurosurgeon investigating patient's mystery symptoms plucks a worm from woman's brain in Australia.
Oh.
Canberra, Australia. A neurosurgeon investigating a woman's mystery symptoms in an Australian hospital says she plucked a wriggling worm from the patient's brain. She was performing a biopsy through a hole in the 64-year-old patient's skull at Canberra Hospital last year when she used forceps to pull out the parasite, which measured 8 centimeters and 3 inches.
What kind of
3 inches.
What kind of worm?
I just thought, what is that? It's good when your doctor's like, what is that? It doesn't make any sense, but it's alive and moving. Yep. It continued to move with vigor. We all felt a bit sick.
Yeah.
She added. The creature was the larva of an Australian native round worm, not previously known to be a human parasite. The worms are commonly found in carpet pythons.
I'm assuming that's a snake?
It's a python, yeah. Of course it's a snake. What did you think it was? A dingo? Yeah, the carpet python, the rare, different type of kangaroo out in the outback. You stupid fuck. You dumb idiot.
I want to go home.
Dude. That's the whole fucking story.
Before
man.
we
They found
call
a worm
it,
in her brain.
did you hear about the shooting at Guaranteed Rate Field, the White Sox stadium?
I heard about it. I saw something that was supposedly like a video of it, but it didn't look like much. Like,
so I think 2 people were injured, and it was ruled like an accidental discharge. You're probably asking
was it
yourself,
actually in the stadium or was it
Yes,
outside?
It was in the stadium.
Okay.
You're asking yourself, how does someone sneak a weapon into like a professional sports
Yeah, how
stadium
did they
in the
do
year
that?
2023? So, and I've seen this from several sources. I'm, take it with a grain of salt,
Sure.
as everything. Apparently, this woman snuck it in by hiding the pistol, like, in her belly folds.
What?
Yeah.
Gross.
Right?
That's wild.
What kind of, like...
But didn't it go off in the...
What do you... Is there something... Is there like a spider behind me?
No, there's a cat behind you.
Really?
Yeah, look. Whose fucking cat is that? Sorry, there's a cat at the window, and I don't know any of my neighbors to have a cat.
Bro, it's like staring.
It's like, it
Like-
has a collar. Oh, it's probably lost. Oh, sweetie.
Should we go rush at it like... Ah! No, don't do that.
It is, yeah, it's definitely, yeah. Oh, there she goes. Anyways,
I'll go take a peek and see. Because it could just be like a neighbor cat. That's
probably,
just going
I'm
for a stroll.
100% sure it
But
is.
dude, that cat was like locked eyes.
Dude, it was
Laser beams. What kind of like security system can't pick up like through skin? You know?
I thought, because it would go off, right? Wouldn't
Yeah.
it just keep going off? And then they'd be like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Maybe nobody wanted to be like, check her folds. They didn't want to be rude, so they didn't say anything.
That could be. I never read if it
But
was
if they
like-
were at the airport, you fucking know they're checking the folds.
Yeah, they're checking every single inch of you.
Yeah.
That happens to me every time.
They check your fat rolls?
No, not my fat rolls.
Oh.
That's all the time that we have
Yeah.
for tonight.
That's it. We're running out of time. We're done.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm going to say, guys, just just keep it real out there, man. There's enough bullshit in the world, and we all just need to keep it real, keep it fresh, keep it kind, keep it nice. Be a good dad, be a good person, and fuck the Loch Ness Monster.